Young Justice issue 9, Brian Michael Bendis writing, with Andre Lima Arahu and John Timms on art. So we're still on Earth 3, but we focus less on the Earth 3 story. There's a couple of little bits in Earth 3. There's a little bit with Tim and Stephanie from Earth 3 at the end, kind of setting up.
Don't call her Stephanie, call her Batwoman.
Call her Batwoman, yes.
That's her.
So they get the multiverse map at the end, and that's fine. That sets up where we're going next. So that's kind of a low-key part of the issue, though, because for the main part of the issue, it's actually Teen Lantern fighting her evil doppelganger, and that's basically used as a avenue to get flashbacks of how she became Teen Lantern, and it's her version of the dying Lantern. And I think like one of the complaints when she was announced as a character is that people were like, "Oh, this like 10-year-old like hacked the Green Lantern battery by herself." No, she didn't. She actually got it off a dead alien who had already hacked it. So
yeah, and is wearing a Lantern uniform and participating in some unsavory things, and it looks like it's the first gauntlet from the Vendetti stuff that me and Connor read, where Hal had to form his own ring, but before that he had this old battery pack, it sucked in well power and whatnot. That's what it looks like.
And that's where the different art comes in as well. That's why there's two artists. Is the stuff in the flashbacks is the other artist. So it's quite dark. These two kids witness this murder. This like gangster like kills the alien, and Kelly, we find out her name. The Teen Lantern goes back to like the scene of the crime and finds the alien dying, and he kind of like he's not getting his words out properly. It's kind of hard to understand what he's trying to say, but he does kind of give her the ring. The interesting part I thought was you make as much as you can with it, you own this world with it, and then throw it in fire before, and then he doesn't really get to finish what he's trying to say. So, yeah, it feels like a bit of an unsavory character, but he's passed off this green gauntlet to her. And yeah, so that's how she gets it, and she ends up flying away from home to go to Metropolis after she sort of converses with a friend a little bit about it.
Yeah. So what I love though is after he dies, it's very much it feels like Hal and
Abin Sur.
Abin Sur, but she takes us like I'm accepted. I'm honored. Do I have to sign something? And as he's bleeding out, he's like, I can't believe, like, what did I get myself into? Is his final thought, which I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm glad that he went this way with her origin. I'm glad that it's not her actually hacking the Lantern and figuring all this out. She's almost as lost as any of these other Young Justice characters.
Yeah, she's even shocked there's an evil version of her. She's like, oh, there's an evil doppelganger? Like, I didn't think I earned that yet.
Whose name is Hack, and it sounds like Hack did do this. And if you remember, and I don't know if this is the same stuff on Earth 3, but it's the Volthoom power. It's a little bit more magical based. So it definitely feels like this character would be way, way worse off having them hack into the Earth 3 Green Lantern powers. And that's how it seems with how they interact with her. But Earth 3 Drake gets shot, back because the
evil Jenny...
Teen Lantern rushes in.
Yeah. The evil Jenny goes to shoot actual Jenny, and Green Lantern, or Teen Lantern, sorry, shields her, and the bullet ricochets and goes into evil Drake's shoulder.
I love that.
And she actually keeps shooting even though they're in a bubble, because Teen Lantern puts him in a bubble, and he's like, stop shooting! Like he's just bouncing around the bubble. So it teases again what's in Jenny Hex's trunk, and in fact the end of the issue even, I think the next issue is going to be very similar, and we'll get a little bit of progression in the Earth 3 stuff, but it'll be mainly flashback to Jenny Hex's kind of story, because it's so these two issues back to back are very much, here's the origin issues for the two new characters that we don't really know. Which is cool, because obviously all the characters we do know got issues in the first arc explaining how they got to where they were. And there's still stuff to unpack, of course, but they get the multiverse map from Batwoman's cave, and it kind of ends with, okay. But obviously Robin is like, look, we're not just going to leave. We're going to try and help this world first before we go, and see if we can help Batwoman sort things out a little bit. So
yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that.
That place is a pit, and they just need to leave.
Yes, the mystery of Ginny Hex revealed is the
which I'm excited because you said in the Batman universe one that Bendis was writing, Ginny shows up, and they kind of tease what's in the trunk there too.
Yeah.
So this is something he's had in mind for a minute, and I just hope it's. I'm not building it up to be something big and grand.
Yeah, I would keep your expectations in check, but it feels like it's something that he's known for a while. That what he's going to do here, for sure.
So, but, solid issue. Nothing like amazing in this issue.
Yeah, it was a quick read because a lot of the flashback stuff is silent. There's not a lot of dialogue in the flashbacks.
And so I had to look up the. I usually I'm good with Spanishy names. Arahu.
Yes.
And I couldn't remember where I know that name from, and I forgot he did the Millennium issue 1. He did a section of that.
Yeah, he was one of the artists on that. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Solid art on both sides. I think I preferred his art here than in Millennium. But yeah.
I think it made her like I think she's in Bolivia. They said so. I think it made it feel like a different place. It really felt different because of the different art, and it was solid art as well. Whereas Tim's is a bit more kind of like upbeat and cartoony and sort of fun. I'd describe his art, but no, the book's solid, and it's taking time to introduce new characters who are growing on me, which is nice. So. Yeah, no complaints for issue 9.
And that multiversal map too. I'm just saying it doesn't match what I've seen of things. It feels a little bit off. So I don't know if we can trust this Batwoman. It is our 3 after all. So you got to trust the villains that normally. If this was like, but then again, that's weird with Stephanie Brown. She's kind of with her history, she can go either way. So. Man.
Good. So, what are you giving it, Matt?
I'm going to give this one a 7.5. It's pretty good. It's, but nothing too amazing.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. 7.5, I think is fair.